Hi, Jacques, working as a Christian pastor with one thought to help you do love one. When you serve people in a capacity like I do, you meet all kinds of people, people from different races, ages, personality types, and it's very exciting. It's a huge privilege. One of the great men that I met was a much older gentleman named David. Now, he was a retired psychologist and a very deep thinker, with the result that he seldom did anything quickly. But I loved spending time with him, and I listened intently when he spoke, because he always came up with these pearls of wisdom that was so well thought through. We chatted one day shortly after my second daughter was born over a cup of coffee, and he reflected over his own life, and he said to me, "My life was changed forever when I married Annette. I never knew what it meant to belong until then. Then my life was changed again when I held our first child. The love that I felt for my boy and that deep sense that it was no longer about me changed me." He went on to say, however, that the biggest change that he experienced was when he held his first child. He said, "Up until that point, I never thought about anything like a name or a legacy. But the moment I held that baby, I realized that I was part of something that held eternal value. And I'm leaving something behind for a generation I will never see." Now, I'm not sure whether you could relate to what David shared, but something stirred in my heart that day. All of us will leave something behind for a generation that we will never see, whether it's good or bad. All of us are part of a much bigger picture, which God has intricately designed to fulfill His purposes with. Now, the Bible says that the children of God leaves an inheritance to their children's children. So let me ask you this: have you ever considered the idea of a legacy? Have you considered that your choices today will impact a generation that you might never see? The majority of people that I know don't think that way. But imagine you start building something today, something that will bless your children's children. Whether it's building a better society, creating financial freedom for them and their family, or breaking a habit or cycle of destruction that has been in your family for generations. Imagine that. So I want to boldly challenge you today. Use today and begin to build a legacy. Live for a generation that you will never see.